What's up, everybody? This is D from Brooklyn. Today I'm going to come to you with a review of a product that could possibly save your aquarium. It's a backup pump, life-saving, multifunctional pump by Hygger. We're going to kick the tires. I'm going to give it a review. I'm going to see if this thing is the answer to your emergency needs. This is one of those things that could possibly come through and save your aquarium when you don't think you need it. So if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, click it now. Get a nice beverage, maybe a snack. We're going to review this product right now. All right, let's go. So what's up, everybody? As I mentioned, this is D, and you know I don't do a lot of reviews of products unless I've actually kicked the tires, believe in the product. It's always one of those integrity things. So when Hygger reached out to me with this opportunity to look at a product, because I always talk about having emergency backups for your systems in light of Hurricane Sandy and those that are out west in Texas and things like that experience power outages and other emergencies, I said, you know what, this is a good idea. So let me bring my people along for the ride, see if this is worth the price you put into it, and give you guys a little tour and review of a product that might be really, really efficient and just what you need in those emergency situations. So as I mentioned, this is made by Hygger, Hygga, which is also Aqqa or Aqqa, same company. For those of you that see this, say, hey D, this doesn't say Hygger, but it's made by Hygger. It's an air pump. Now what I didn't know is upon receiving it is that this is rated for outdoor or indoor use. So I'm pretty surprised at that, and I may just be able to utilize this in my outdoor tubs and things of that nature. If those of you have watched some of my summer tubbing videos, you'll see that I did test a product in the past, a solar powered pump that was supposed to be rated for outdoor use, and it did not do the job too long. But the good thing about this one, this is a chargeable pump, runs on according to the specifications, 5-watt power, has a nice short cord, and we're gonna see how this pump tests out. So at first glimpse, it's pretty heavy, I'll say that. And one of the things that I have a problem with is people that say, well, I never have power outages, or I never have things like that of that nature. But of course you never have them when you expect to have them. It's one of those things that you have to be ready for in case they happen. One of the other applications that we recently discussed in a live stream with a friend of mine, Jake from Dream Fish Keeping, is when we go to club auctions, we go to things like Aquashella, Reeferpalooza, Macna, things like that. We want to bring fish and animals home. We have them in a pail, a bucket, a fish carrier, even coral care carrying products. And we don't have air. We don't know how long we're going to be there. And this is a good idea to have a backup pump that can generate oxygen for those days when you spend a lot of time at these shows. So in opening the product, one of the things I'm really happy about that you don't always see with a lot of products is a manual. and just for disclosure, this was sent to me. This is sponsored by Hygger. I asked about 50,000 questions, so shout out to Nicole at Hygger for sending me this product to review. And the first thing I asked her is it going to come with instructions? Because we've bought a lot of things, and when we get them, there's no explanation of how to set it up or what the specs are, power, or anything. So I'm happy to see that the instructions are here, and they're pretty clear and concise. As mentioned, I have the 5-watt version because I'm going to show you the application that I'm going to use it for. I'm running 3 smaller tanks off of 1 air pump for some fish that I'm breeding, and I always want to make sure that I have contingencies for those setups. I don't have a backup pump set up for those pumps, so this was a perfect opportunity to set that up. It's pretty short and to the point, not a lot of detailed instructions. After all, it's just a pump. I do, in turning to the last page, see that it comes with a 1-year free warranty, free replacement for 3 months, and 1 month free return. So that's awesome. Shout out to Hygger/Aqqa for supporting a product. One of the most important things is that you have company support just in case something does and you know, can go wrong. So let's take this baby out of the box. I will mention that it is substantial. Doesn't feel like one of those bait pumps, you know, you get from Bass Pro. I've used some of those in the past, some little battery powered bait pumps. This is considerably has some girth to it. Nice build. This 5-watt version has 2 air outlets. Let me just stay in the frame here. It has 2 air outlets, which is kind of cool. I'm going to see how much output is generated, whether I have to use both of these, or I may even be able to run one of these to another tank and run the 2 smaller tanks off of one. So we'll see how the output is generated. It has a clip, so if you do want to take it on a fishing trip, or if you want to go to one of the aquarium shows, you can hang this on the side of your bucket, or put it in a little bag. I know some of you got those carriers that have a slot for the pump in it. And pretty simple power button right here. Now what I'm looking for is where the USB goes. Oh, there it is. I didn't even notice it. Okay, so this is a USB powered, and not sure, I believe this is the standard older, this isn't a USB-C, but a standard USB outlet here. If I can focus, let me try to get that into frame here so you can see it. So that is a USB outlet, and as I mentioned, this charges like your cell phone, so I didn't even notice that it was there. So that's good if you do use it outside. This rubber cover is pretty secure. If you mount it somewhere like this, you don't have to worry about water getting in there, so that's pretty cool. I don't know what the water rating is. I'll probably have to refer to the instructions when I review that. I'll try to put it in a little comment below so that you can see that. But yeah, pretty hefty feeling pump here, first glimpse. And there's the Aqqa logo, but it is still a part of the Hygger family. Let's see what else we got in the box here. Let's see, does it tell you what's in the box? Okay, product features, which I didn't even get into. All right, energy saving, of course. It's rechargeable, so that's awesome. So you can recharge. You can probably just plug it in your car charger and charge it if you're on a long trip, going to a show or something to that extent. Low noise, we will find out for ourselves how much noise it makes. The design, I love when they mention it, a beautiful design. They put that in the description. But it is a nice design. It's pretty sleek and portable, as I mentioned. Okay, now one other thing it specifies: automatic switch and power reserve. So we're going to see how that works. I was wondering whether I could plug this in full time, and if the power went out, if it would actually just kick on by itself. So we'll test that and just go into that a little further as we actually plug it in. Now, as far as what's in the box, let's get this baby open. Okay, just packing material. Okay, very nice. They actually give you 2 air stones, which is good. And these are heavy. I like a heavy air stone because I could just drop it into the tank and don't have to worry about it floating up. Or if I use it with a bucket, I can just drop it in the bucket and be on my merry way. And unlike most cell phone companies, they actually give you the USB cable here. So let me take in for a closer look of the connection. There's the connection for the cable. Always trying to focus these cameras here. Let me put the air stones down, pick up the pump here. So here is the USB cable, which would, if I plug it in the right way, I believe go right in here like such. And it is very secure. So that's pretty cool. They give you the cable. All you need is your little power brick, which you can get anywhere. You can get that at any store, dollar store, whatever store. You can, oh, actually, wait a minute, I stand corrected. They give you the power brick. Shout out to Aqqa, Hygger. Almost no one gives you the power brick in 2022. So talk about, you're on a good road right now in my book, traveling down the Aqqa path. I'm on a good journey because they gave me the brick. So you got everything you need to get started. You got the brick, USB cable, and the pump. Now this pump, I believe, retails for about $29. And I love it just for the fact that they give you the plug. You know how many times I've gotten products and I had to go use my phone plug. So this is really cool that they provide this, and shout out to them. Good product. Everything is included, and they even give you some airline tubing. So you got some airline tubing, pretty flexible. Yeah, you're pretty much ready to go. All you have to do is charge the product up. So let me plug it in for a while and we'll see how it works. Well, here we are at my nifty little power station here, and you'll notice that I have the pump plugged in via the included USB cable. Now, what I had to do is straight out the box, the power was not just going to be on. Like, you don't just take it out the box. The pump had to be initially charged before it would actually cut on. Now, all you have to do is hit this power button again, and that turns the pump off. Hit the power button one time until you see that it is not on intermittent, and it'll run full time. The beautiful thing that I like about this pump, and I'm not just saying that because I have the pump here, but I have an LED indicator that shows me how much battery power is left. Right now it's on full with the top button blinking. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars, which means it's still at full power. As these bars drop, you'll know how much power you have left. That's one thing I don't have in any of my other battery powered pumps. And over the years, I've used quite a few different models. So I'm really happy. This is really a nice little pump. I love that I have this little charge cable that came with it. That means I can run the pump full time as a regular pump on my aquarium, and if I'm not home and something happens, it'll still continue to run off the battery charge. So that's really awesome. Here's a great little feature that I didn't notice at first glimpse, but if you see my little power station here, I have the pump plugged in and it's not on. So if you have this on your tank as an emergency and it's plugged in, look what happens when I shut off the power. The pump automatically kicks on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's worth its money in itself. Awesome. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on intermittent. I'm going to push it until the intermittent light indicator comes on. And I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to see if when I come home from work, this pump is still running. It's on intermittent. Let's put it to the test. Okay, we will check our watch. The time is now 7:25 a.m. We will see when I get home whether this pump is still standing by its claims. Well, everybody, I am home. It is now 6 p.m. Little like the 10-hour mark. 6 p.m. as you can tell by the watch, same day. It's raining outside, so I'm quite wet, and the pump is still running and has pretty much 2 bars on intermittent mode. So proof is in the pudding. Testing the pump, I'm really happy. I gotta say, I know for a fact that this pump would at least last a whole day, and this is running on intermittent mode. I'll probably at another time test the straight mode, but of course it's going to use more battery power on straight mode in comparison to intermittent mode. So I have to say this little pump by Hygger, aka AQQ Aqqa, is quite impressive. You can see clip on is right here. It's portable. You can take it to fishing shows, auctions, and I know now that this pump is going to last the whole day. Not only is it going to last the whole day, but if I have to take it with me on a trip or in a car, I can actually power it via the USB charger in the car or through a portable charger. You know, we have those portable phone chargers, and I know that this is going to stand the test. So as far as this pump is concerned, I could give my honest, straight up opinion that I'm giving it a thumbs up. I've tested it for a few days. Happy with the construction. It has 2 ports. It'll run 2 tanks. I'm not even worried about that. It's not too noisy, and more importantly, it does what it's supposed to do. So this is D. I hope this review helped you out. If not, leave me any questions you have in the comments below. And first and foremost, I will mention that the first item that I ordered, the first pump that I got, I did have a problem with it. I contacted their customer support. They walked me through it. Replace the pump, so customer support is a thumbs up. Most of these companies don't even answer your customer service inquiries. These guys, Hygger, answered me. Nicole was great. Shout out to Nicole over there. And till next time, this is D. I'm out. Backing up my systems, man. Backing up the systems with Hygger. Oh yeah, one more thing. Use the discount code D. As a subscriber to my channel, you'll even save 20% off the purchase of any of their products on the site. So check it out. I'm putting a link right here. Love, peace, and hair grease. Always trying to save some money. Pass it on to my followers.